The man unzipped his pants, preparing to relieve himself into the sea, when suddenly the sail behind him swung unexpectedly, striking him hard. Fortunately, he reacted quickly, grabbing the railing with both hands. The sailboat was moving at high speed, and any misstep could send him tumbling into the ocean. In this critical moment, he twisted his body and managed to hook his left foot onto the deck, finally finding a stable foothold. It was a close call, but he had saved himself. Still in urgent need of relief, he returned to the cabin to take care of business. However, as he finished and tried to leave, the door suddenly locked itself. No matter how he turned the handle, the door wouldn't budge. He was baffled. He was certain he hadn't locked it. Why wouldn't it open now? He opened a storage cabinet, hoping to find tools to help, but instead discovered 4 bloody claw marks inside. Panicked, he grabbed a pair of scissors and tried to pry the door open. Just then, the radio crackled to life. A voice warned him that a cargo ship was approaching, and he needed to change course immediately to avoid a collision. Frantically, he looked out the window and saw the massive cargo ship bearing down on him. He tried desperately to force the door open, but the lock held firm. With a collision imminent, he repeatedly threw his body against the door, but it was no use. In desperation, he stuck his arm out the window, waving for help, but the crew on the cargo ship didn't notice him. He quickly grabbed a rope from outside, tied a knot, and threw it into the water. But in his haste, the rope tangled around him, nearly strangling him. He struggled free, managing to untangle himself. Then, using a pole, he hooked the rope securing the sail and pulled with all his might. Slowly, he succeeded in lowering the sail, but just as he thought he had avoided disaster, seawater began flooding into the cabin. He rushed back to the door and tried again to break it open, but it was as if the door had been welded shut. No matter how hard he pushed, it refused to move.